Hi, everybody. It's good to see you today. I hope that you're doing well, and now that she actually has her microphone on, now you'll be able to hear everything that she just said.
Excellent. I am so sorry. I didn't realize that I was muted. Apologize about that. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hobby Night. I'm Angela, and today I have a very, very, very special treat for you because Owlcat Games, the makers of the Pathfinder Kingmaker game, as well as a couple other Pathfinder CRPGs, has a new beta out for Rogue Trader, the Warhammer 40k CRPG that they've been working on. And oh good, I'm glad that you all now hear me. I apologize about that. I had unmuted myself, but apparently I didn't check to actually see if the microphone was connected. I am so sorry about that. But we're here with Rogue Trader. We're in the beta. So this is not the final game or anything. We're gonna see what it is like, and I'm really excited for this. So I don't have a huge, long-term experience with CRPGs. I have played some. I've played a fair amount of Divinity Original Sin. I've played a very small selection of the newest Baldur's Gate, and with intentions to play more of that here in the future. And I've done stuff like Oblivion and various other Bethesda games that would still qualify as RPGs, but not quite to this level. So I'm really excited to jump into this. Rogue Trader is a game system that I am familiar with outside of the digital space because I have played a very, very small amount of the old Fantasy Flight Games Rogue Trader tabletop RPG. It was something that Chaos Cultist and I did back in when we were younger and stuff, and back when the game was still being published and all of that kind of thing. And I had a blast with it. I think in that game, I'm trying to remember specifically what I played. I think it was the Seneschal, actually. I think in that game I played the Seneschal because in a separate game, I don't remember if it was Black Crusade or what other Fantasy Flight's RPG it was, but it was definitely a Warhammer one. I played a Navigator. So two very fun classes, two classes I hope to see in this game.
Alright, I'm ready to play Rogue Trader.
Alright, sick! Alright, cool. See, what I mean is we have
So I got Faith and Coin, I got Into the Storm.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the core rule book, of course.
Of course, which, look,
Yeah.
I love that
there's Battlefleet Cronus, of course.
Yes.
Edge of the Abyss. The Cronus Expanse.
Ugh.
The Navis Primaris.
Ugh. There's so many.
Hostile Acquisitions.
Oh god, it just keeps going.
And the Stars of Inequity. And this is, of course, if you just want the Rogue Trader books. If you're looking for my Dark Heresy, Only War, Death Watch, or Black Crusade books, those are separate.
Yes, of course. We have the mostly complete
I have
collection.
80% of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we're missing a few.
I'm missing a lot of adventure books, basically.
Is that what it is? I was gonna say, I thought we had most of the rule books. I just didn't think we had some of the scenario/adventure books. So we have a huge collection. And I played the Seneschal, right? Yes. Okay, I was totally right about that. What was I playing the Navigator in? Was that Dark Heresy? Was it also Rogue Trader or just a different Rogue Trader game? Okay, that is what it is. So we've clarified now what roles I was playing, but regardless, I have some history with this. I'm excited to jump into this. So without further ado, let's say hello to everybody. John and James and Mercarion and... Okay, I think I've got everybody. So hello to everybody. And now, without further ado, let's jump into a new game. Other story modes are coming soon. We're going to go into the main story. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, a scion of ancient dynasty of daring privateers. A scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of Von Valenicius. I probably pronounced that wrong. Hopefully the game has some voice acting and they'll tell me how. As it faces multiple dangers from the traitor amongst its ranks to the numerous enemies seeking to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the Rogue Trader dynasty that finds itself in the vortex of wars, intrigue, calamity, and heresy. Because we're in 40k, so of course there's heresy. The stakes rise as you cross the paths of the most powerful adversaries and rivals that chase their own goals in the darkness of the Cronus Expanse. Alright, I am super pumped for this. Hello, Mr. J, welcome to the stream. Also, hello, Nathaniel, welcome to the stream as well. Let's jump in. Let's see what our difficulty options are. I'm just gonna stay with normal. I think that sounds fine. We're gonna do our main story. Let's go. Oh, now it's having to go to difficulty, never mind. I think normal is going to be fine. I'm gonna just leave it like that. We'll see how it goes. If it kicks my butt, well, then it kicks my butt. Ooh, of course we have character creation. Okay, so we have... Looks like we've got some pre-gens. Oh, whoa. What the fuck? I don't know what just happened there. I think I'm okay. I moved my... I don't know how I clicked on the game and somehow grabbed my OBS screen, but I did. I think everything looks fine. Let me know if anything looks like it's being too overlapped or anything. That was super weird. Drop the desktop audio. You got it.
What have you done?
I accidentally grabbed that.
Why are you up? You're not even on the right monitor.
Well, I was, and then I wasn't. I was in the game. It was so weird.
What in the world did you do?
I grabbed that somehow.
Okay, hi chat. How you doing? Sorry, folks. Just give us a minute.
So sorry.
I thought that this was all set up.
It was.
I underestimated your ability to come in and just break everything.
Listen, I think my true calling...
Did you drop this like I asked?
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
We can drop it a little bit more if it still feels like it needs to be dropped more, but I did drop that, yes.
But yes, I don't know what you were doing over here.
I don't know what I was doing over there either. I wasn't on that screen.
Yes, also because I am a picky son of a bitch, and I was like, hey, you aren't actually covering anything. I would like to actually see these difficulty settings and see what they do, thank you very much.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Yes.
You know what, that is a good point. We actually should look and see what the difficulty settings do.
Yes, so as we can see, core appears to be the rules set up at 0. So
you can set them up yourself.
No, this is probably the settings intended by the developers, by the designers. It's very much based on, I think, similarly the tabletop game we just spoke about.
Yes.
So these would be percentage changes to each of those. And so that's why when we go to normal, we can see that there are a number of changes that appear to be in the benefit of the player.
You're absolutely right.
Yes, and that's why when you're reviewing a game for the first time, you should probably check.
That's a good point.
Yes.
That is, you know what, you're... Listen, I am a gremlin, and I am also...
No, I'm the gremlin.
No,
No.
Oh. I am the gremlin.
Yeah,
I am the gremlin.
fair enough.
And also, here's the other thing. I also think I am secretly... I should be
Technology, yes.
I should be Dark Mechanicus.
Probably.
Like, I feel like I should actually, like, run... I have problems with technology, okay? This is a thing I have dealt with my entire life. I will touch electronics, and somehow they'll, not actually explode, but I feel like they explode, if you get what I mean. I am convinced I should actually be, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I am the bane to Dark Heresy. They need to sick me at, what's his name? Who's the new Dark Mechanicus dude who I am completely blanking on the name in Warhammer that was just released? He had a model. It's like, starts with a V, right? Am I wrong? I mean, sometimes I eat after midnight, so I'm definitely a gremlin. I think he's awesome as well. I also think he's awesome. Listen, I am cursed. I am cursed by technology. I think we're going to go ahead and stick possibly with... Okay, let's actually look at these characters before we go in and see about creating our own. Because we could go with Hectica, who is a marksman, master of all ranged weapons. Focal points are movement, range attack, cover, and dodge, burst, fire, area effect attacks. I mean, marksman does sound more like how like I would typically want to play. Like I tend to do that. I am a mecha demon, yes. I really should be. That is incredibly true. Listen, I'm not. I am not a witch, no. That makes me so sad. I want to be a witch. I want to be... I mean, not necessarily in the Harry Potter world, I guess, but, like, being a witch would be cool. So Marksman definitely is right up my alley. We might be just using this. Let's see. She comes from an Imperial world, which I would like to expand. So that gives us a +5 in our ballistics skill and +5 in our perception. We then have... Oh, this is a work in progress, so we got nothing there. That's fine. Let's go and close this. We have ammo, which also gives us a +5 in ballistics and perception, and gives us the feature combined arms. Can I... What does combined arms do? Oh, it also gives me +5 in athletics and Medicaid.
My insight on this.
Yes.
If this is based on the tabletop rogue trader, which it kind of looks like it is.
Yes.
Then each number is a percentage.
Ah, that's right. That was a percentile.
Because the way that the old
it?
rogue trader / dark heresy system of Fantasy Flight Games is Warhammer 40k RPG, that's a lot of fucking acronyms and names. Worked it was a D100 system, so everything was percentage based. So if something like gives you 10 to marksman,
it's giving you...
That theoretically would be you hit 10% more.
Got it. Now, am I misunderstanding this? These are my companions in my party, and I just need to make this character.
No, you are choosing.
I am choosing my character. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I'm assuming that they are all relatively well balanced, with Hecata being the
ranged, because she's the marksman. He appears to be an adept, which looks like it's precision, like single precision attacks, defense penetration, area of effect debuffs.
He's a sniper.
Yep, and then Bahrador is a fighter who is melee.
Yeah, so you have a machine gunner, a sniper, and a meleeer.
I think I want to be the marksman.
I think that's probably going to give you the most well-rounded
And I don't
experience.
really feel, until I really have gotten into the game and I've played it a little bit more, I don't really feel like making a custom character is going to do me any good, because I don't know if I'm going to know everything, and plus not everything is available. So I'm going to go with Hecata, because now we can start fiddling around, going through the appearance, doing all the customization. That is a great face. That is a great face. That is also a great face. Okay, she's got purple. Wait. No, we're going with this one. Okay, wait, do we like the starting picture for Hecata, or do we like this lady with the hat more? Because I'm kind of partial to... Ooh, wait, hold on, what's this? I mean, I don't have a chainsword, so, I feel like maybe... Why can I... Dude, I love all of these faces. Why did I get a couple of male... I guess I could be a dude still. That's fine. It's fine. Oh my gosh, which one do we want to... I think I'm going to go with her. She looks like a badass, and she's wearing a purple jacket. Yes, Vashtor. I think it's Vashtor is the name of it, and you're absolutely right. No, I'm not going to create a custom character yet. I hear what you're saying, but I don't want to quite create a custom character yet, simply because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go with that body. Can we zoom in? Show doll visual details. What does this do? Whoa. Alright, well. You can take their clothes off. That makes sense. Alright, I would like to leave that. Okay. I'm a little sad that I can't zoom in to see her face more distinctly, but ultimately, it's really not going to matter, right? Because I'm not probably going to see them, the faces that much. I think just offhand, I liked Do I actually have 17? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I do. I just was somehow skipping some of them. I mean, I have angry eyebrows, so I feel like that is a good eyebrows for me, since I can't actually see the face super well. I feel like... What is the difference between 1 and... Oh, I see, the trimmer waist. Okay, well, we'll go with that. I definitely sometimes feel... I'm gonna just go with the peach. I'm not that tan, though. I am a pale motherfucker. I'm gonna go with that face, because I look kind of jaundiced, and I like it. I feel like that is appropriate. Okay, so we've gotten all of that taken care of. What is this? Oh, it just goes to the next page. What's this one? Oh, there we go. There's the pasty white that I'm looking for. Perfect. Hair! You better have some good options. Oh, look at that dramatic headdress. We could just go big wild hair. I could have... like my hair's on fire. No, we have to put mechanical shit in our head. I like this one. What's the difference between that and that? Nothing about the back is different. Okay, is it the point? I'm not sure there's actually a difference between that. But I'm gonna go with this. I love having a good character creator in a game, and this is actually pretty robust so far. Like, there's lots of options, I'm just not playing around with them fully. I am disappointed that I cannot have purple hair. What the fuck, game? Fine, we're gonna go with a nice, like, reddish color tone then. I guess that's acceptable. What's this? Is that? No, that is definitely brown. That's kind of a blue. I'm so sad that I can't have purple hair. Warhammer games are severely disappointing to me in that regard. It's a small, very incredibly minor complaint that has no actual bearing on how good the game is or is not, but it is a, like, sticking point, because when I tried Chaos Gate as well, and because you can do some severe customization in that for all of your Grey Knights as well, there was a purple option. It wasn't purple, it was like a lilac-y, like, gray to, like, I think for, like, an old man hair color, and it was no purple. It was not a purple. Alright, we've got some tattoos. Maybe. Did you guys see any tattoos happening? Is it this way? Oh, okay, well, those are wait, is it this my tattoos? There is... No, that's just the color. Fascinating. I don't feel like there are actually tattoos yet. Do we want to scar ourselves up? Nah. We'll be... The 40k universe hasn't blemished us yet. Alright. Implants! Okay, so we are getting some changes here. We got a little nub. Something... Okay, the game is in beta. Some things just may not be in here yet. And or I'm just not seeing them super well. Because, like, I am seeing... There we go. Okay, there's an implant. That's because I've gone back to 2. We're just going to go with that because I want an implant. Okay, here's a second one. We're just gonna move on past that.
Lay in the course.
Alright, well, we're gonna be a bold female because our other option is...
something of interest.
And I feel like that coming out of this very petite form probably is not going to make sense. So we're gonna go with that. Now, we cannot choose our homeward... Actually, we might have been able to if we did a custom, but it looks like we also have options for homeworld, origin, triumph, darkest hour, which I don't believe those are actually implemented yet, according to what we were looking at here, doctrines, and stats. So now we're at our ship. The Von Valanicus flagship. Can I edit this? I would like to change this to the Von Hobby Knight flagship. Thank you. obviously. There we go. No, I canceled instead of confirming. Like a fool. Okay. Hobby. Apply. The Von Hobby Knight flagship. I cannot, you know what? Let me check and see if I can scroll in the wheel. No, I do not the wheel does not scroll. And these really don't seem to be quite doing a huge amount of things. Like the scars are in there, which is kind of cool. But some of these other things don't seem to be doing anything. And I've checked the front and back. Like, it is kind of strange. I mean, wait, I thought I saw something on her leg for a moment, but I think it was just jumping through things. It does not. I can't cross in over the character. Like, it won't let me zoom in at her at all. Because I'm going to name her Angela. That's why we're not calling it the Von Angela. Why it's the Von Hobby Knight. I mean, they don't update it here, so changing the name maybe is a little bit silly. But at least I can do it. The Von Valanicus... oh my god, words are hard. Valanicus flagship is the oldest and mightiest void ship belonging to the Von Valanicus dynasty.
I don't trust you. Let me see the
Please,
controls.
please.
And yeah, you can't drag, you can't scroll, you can't control click, you can't alt click. But yeah, if you stare at her forehead...
Were some things happening with tattoos?
Yeah, see, it's on her eyes.
Oh, I see. It's just so zoomed out.
See, there's like a scar on the eye.
Yeah. Well, I saw the scars. I didn't see anything with the tattoos. Click the numbers, because this one's not a scroll wheel. Like, that I didn't notice anything.
Like, I see, like, there might not shadow effects.
Yeah, I was also seeing a glitch, or not a glitch, but like a lighting thing happen whenever I would change one, but when nothing was actually appearing.
It's the first, like...
It's beta.
Beta.
Exactly. It's beta. They're not going to have all of the cosmetics in there yet. That's fine, but it is cool to see that we're going to have all the
probably
options.
never gonna see your character that close ever again.
I know. I was like, when am I going to actually see my character naked that often? Like, where if she had tattoos, it would be fine. Hello, Raymond. Welcome to the stream. We are checking in with Rogue Trader. And we have named the ship the Von Hobby Knight flagship. It is the biggest, most potent flagship, void ship of the dynasty that we are running for the game. It is awesome, and with a few minor updates, the flagship has continued to faithfully serve through a lot of time, which is great. Let's go ahead and go to next. Check out our summary. So here is our first character sheet. We can see over here, we've got all of our characteristics, and they actually do break things down. So we have a weapon skill right now of 30, a ballistic skill of 50, because we're getting a plus 20 because of our marksman, which I think that's what it comes from, right? It's actually coming from Imperial World, Astra Militarum, and then we just have a natural ballistic skill of plus 10. So that is great.
Rogue Trader stats!
Rogue Trader stats!
I love this RPG system.
Right?
Alright, for those of you who don't know how this works, I'll go through it really quickly.
Yes, please do.
So, as I said before, this is based on a percentage-based system. Scroll off, thank you.
Yep.
So, basically, if you want to do something muscle-related, breaking open a door, crushing a thing, possibly punching a dude in the face, depending on the circumstance, you know, that would be a strength test.
Yes.
Now, you'll notice that your strength is 30.
Yes.
That means you have a 30% chance of succeeding.
I am not a strong girl.
30 is kind of average based on, like, if you think about guardsmen in Warhammer 40k, they have a strength and toughness of 3.
That's true.
That translates in this game to a strength and toughness of
30. Got
Yes.
it. Okay. So actually not that bad.
Yes. Now, to go to, say, ballistic skill, you're
Yes.
good at shooting, so
Yep.
you hit 50% of the time.
Yes.
However, you have additional training with specific weapons that would make you even better. So I think that's
Okay.
why there's like a plus 20 next to it.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that because it doesn't break it down. I thought it was, but the
So you
total-
have a base value of 50. You have another plus 5% from your Imperial world. You have another plus 5 because
this
I
is the
believe
20
your
I see.
origin
Yes.
is Imperial Commander.
Yes.
So that's where you get another 5%. And then just as part of the Marksman Doctrine, you get another plus 10%.
I read ballistic skill advancement as ballistic skill.
Armadillo?
I don't know what I read the word as, but I just read that as my base ballistic skill. Somehow I read that as like base ballistic
It's
skill.
better than the ballsack skill. So,
You know what? That is absolutely fair. Because
Yes.
yes, you're right. My total my base skill is 50.
yep.
And then that's the 20. Okay, good.
Oh, I'm sorry, actually, the total value is, because the base value is 30, plus the additional 20, which is what's pushing it to 50. You'll notice all of your stats that are green with pluses.
Yes, they're coming from bonuses that I got because of my background.
Yes.
That makes total sense. Yeah, because perception is also from those two things, as well
Yes.
as agility. Agility is getting from, I guess, just agility advancement from one of my skills, I think.
Absolutely. Now, I will bring us down to the skills at the bottom,
Yes.
such as athletics. So athletics, you have a 35 in. That is, we'll look at what that's from in a moment. But so going back to a test where I said in a basic strength test, you
Yeah.
would have a 30% chance. Well, if that strength test is somehow tied to athletics, such as running and jumping, clearing a gap,
Yeah.
that I believe based on this, that would fall under athletics. You would add that to the strength stat. So you can see
okay.
strength is attached
Yes.
to athletics, toughness is tied to carouse, etc.
So when I was rolling for an athletics test, would I be looking for a 60 then?
65.
Or 65?
65 or lower.
Got it.
Because
Okay.
you'd be rolling a D100. So you wanna
Yeah,
roll
honestly, I'm glad you explained that because I was originally thinking when we first came onto the
Yes.
screen, I was thinking that I was like, oh, well, I'm not really good at anything really except for like awareness.
Oh no, for example, your perception, you're quite aware of things, actually.
Yeah, no, but I'm actually way better at things than my
at the same-
awareness is my perception's gonna end up being really high. Good, I'm gonna be able to spot all of the treasure!
Exactly. At the same time, hello, Sean. At the same time, enemies and environmental effects will affect us. So even if you have a 100% chance on this character sheet of
Yes.
doing something, obviously perception and awareness combined here would equal 100.
Yeah,
Well,
you
it
can't
might
have
be-
100% chance,
Well, you
right?
can.
Oh, okay.
But maybe it's dark, and that reduces it by 20.
That's
Maybe it's
right.
smoggy, and that reduces it by another 10. And
Yes.
so that's how the dice numbers theoretically will work. In the
Oh
game.
my god, I'm remembering this game. It's been a long time since we've played the tabletop
Yeah.
version. I think 12 years?
About that.
Something like that. So it's...
I don't forget games.
No. Well, and you also played this way more than I
I
did.
did.
I played this twice.
I also GM'd it for a decade.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and you also ran games in this.
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
and
pretty
if you
happy.
cursor over the skills,
Oh, yes.
it will tell you where they are
You can
coming
actually
from as well. So, okay. So no, forgive me, folks. I was slightly wrong. They're adding it all up for you down here already.
Oh, so this is my total.
Yes.
Oh shit, I suck.
Well, welcome to being a human. So correct. I'm sorry, folks. I was slightly wrong. You don't. These numbers at the bottom are with the skill already added to the. So athletics is at 35 because you have a base strength of 30 and another 5 points from something.
Got
That
it.
Was I was reading that.
Okay, let's actually
incorrectly.
look at what this says.
So yeah, the base stat is 30 for strength and plus 5 from the training. Sorry. I
Okay.
I
So
just didn't know how the UI worked.
you know what? That's fair, and we hadn't actually opened this fully. Okay, cool. That is really good to know. So I'm not as good at things as I was hoping I might be, but
They
it's okay.
aren't, but I do want to point out that the way the game works in the same way I described negatives.
Yes.
There will be a lot of
Positives,
positives.
yes.
If the area is well lit,
Mm-hmm.
you might get a plus 20 to spot things.
Got
if you
it.
spent time aiming for a turn, you get bonuses to your ballistic skill, etc.
That makes total sense. Obviously, we have to change my name to Angela.
All right, you have
All
fun
right.
exploring.
I am going to let's do this. Now that we've had the good explanation, we figured things out. I'm ready to jump in. Are you guys also ready to jump in? Because hello, Sean. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's do this. I'm ready. I am ready to get into this. Also, the music has been great. Like, for me, at least, I've been enjoying the music so far. Let's complete this. We're going in. The Imperium's unwavering hostility towards anything that challenges laws and dogma has calcified over thousands of years. An Imperial subject who deviates from this sanctioned hatred risks their very life. You know, honestly, that is the most succinct, like, explanation of the attitude of the Imperium, and going, no, they really aren't meant to be the good guys, which GW claims, but then they keep calling them heroes in, like, everything that they talk about. Press any key to continue. I've pressed the spacebar. Let's do this! Conrad Voigetsvers? You had to pick, like, the hardest name to start me off with, didn't you, Owlcat? Gosh dang it! An excellent place for contemplation. The man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower decks. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity. The ruler of the Imperium, savior of all mankind. Well, we must learn... Okay, well... Encyclopedia! Oh, shit. Okay, well, for those of you that like to read, and also like lore, good effing lord, look at all the lore. Let's like...
I was coming in to do voice acting. Holy shit.
Right? Like...
It needs pictures.
It really needs pictures.
I'm sure they'll add that. If I recall, the Pathfinder RPGs made by Owlcat have similar chronicles.
Yes, they do, actually, and, like...
Oh my god, that's just the Annals of the Imperium? What's in the Forbidden Grimoire?
The Aldari! And the Archaeotech.
Okay, so there's a lot to add to this, then.
There's so much. Look at this.
Hey, what?
I'm so excited for Drukhari!
They actually separate the Asuryani, the Drukhari, and the Eldari.
Oh my god, and the Craft Worlds.
Yeah.
Holy shit, they... Oh, I love... Owlcat. Owlcat! Owlcat! This is what I was wanting! Yes! Oh my god.
No, leave that. Close the dictionary. The wiki. Oh. It was just telling you were in a, dialogue and you could select an option. That's all.
Oh, okay, got it, yes.
An excellent place for contemplation! The man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower decks. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Truly an awe-inspiring sight. Okay, hold on. I want to actually read all these before I pick one. Frankly, such excess can be tiring at times. All this ostentatious luxury, this laughable pretense, it is enough to make one think of the architects meant to compensate rather than glory. Oh my god, I have to make the dick joke. Have we met? Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me? Oh no. Do I want to be a bitch? Or do I want to be basking in the God Emperor's glory? Choices. I think I'm gonna make the dick joke.
The man cast an intrigued eye over to you. An interesting perspective. However, allow me to offer you a bit of advice. In the interest of your own well-being, you should frame your thoughts with greater piety. Demonstrating such a lack of care when choosing your words might be viewed by certain people as evidence of insufficient trepidation before the God Emperor.
Have I already...
master of mankind.
Have I already started myself down the path to turn this rogue trader into a chaos person? Maybe. Alright, I merely criticize the talentless architect of this place. Nothing more.
You know he's gonna be the architect.
He is, because he's definitely... why else would he be up here with me, right? I prefer to serve by acting, not speaking. Okay, that's a decent recovery. Thank you for the advice. I shall strive to follow it in the future. I could be very polite. Be very polite. I do not show deference for things I do not believe in myself. Oh! Okay, I really could send her down the path of chaos immediately. You seem attached much importance to words. Well, I have fondness for names. I have yet to hear yours. Oh. Let's cut him back. He thinks he's telling me my place. I'm a rogue trader, bitch! Do I want to do that, or do I want to thank him for the advice? Or do I want to act before speaking? This is what I do when I'm playing these games. I'm like, what is the optimal choice? How will I best not fuck this up? And then I'll restart because I feel like I made a wrong choice.
Game.
I'm going to ask him his name.
The man lets out a laugh that he deftly masks by clearing his throat. My apologies. The statements you made were so intriguing, I forgot myself.
Well?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Volkvier, a master of whispers in the employ of her ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valancius.
I think I'm related to her.
At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before. He bows his head and focuses his attention on you.
I am Lieutenant General Angela Scipio Grimald, commander of the 8th Army of the Scanthian Janissaries.
Hold on, before you select, read the hyperlink to
Oh! Highlighted. Words in the dialogue provided detailed information about the world. That makes sense. We poked at the Emperor for that.
Scroll up in the dialogue box with the mouse wheel to see the desired terms highlighted in color again.
Got it. God Emperor.
Yep,
So
okay.
we did that one, and now it's showing us Rogue Trader.
So it'll only do it for the first time you see it, probably.
And because I was in the other
Yeah.
screen, that's why it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes total sense. I'm gonna hit got it.
Yeah.
Excellent. I am Lieutenant General Angela. I thought I was a rogue trader. Apparently I'm not a rogue trader. I've stepped over some bounds.
Not yet. My regards, Lieutenant General. The Astra Militarum is the hammer of the God Emperor. Isn't that what they say? Well, it is likely that fate will give you ample opportunity to demonstrate your talents as a commander.
You're damn right it will.
He smiles faintly, but you are not sure it is directed at you.
Are you staring at the demon over my shoulder?
I will be frank with you. You may forget your family name, no matter who gave it to you or what its origins are. For the moment you and the other candidates were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed.
My fate has changed.
You serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with her ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Lord Captain, a strange title for Lady Theodora.
It's weird that they're having the master of, like, spies give you this information.
Yeah, I would have really thought, like, the Seneschal or something. Well, I guess not the Seneschal, because the Seneschal's just in charge of the money. I mean,
They can also be in charge of HR, though.
Well, I was also going to say, but the money is probably what brought me in because they're hiring me, right? In some way?
Well, it seems like...
Or am I, like...
We'll find out soon.
We'll find out. I assume... Because these next questions here all look like things that I could hopefully ask all of. Also, it's telling me I can scroll a little bit. Okay, so Lord Captain, a strange title for Lady Theodora. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here? Like, I'm hoping I can ask both of these, right?
I think you will.
Okay, you have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities? Well, he whispers to everybody. Tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself. You say I am one of the rogue trader's heirs, and there is another candidate. How do I kill them so I am the only heir? I assume you have had some goals in mind when you decide to seek me out. Let's address it. All right, I want to ask about the Lord Captain.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service, and therefore it is sacrosanct.
All right. Why am I aboard this vessel?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty, Angela.
I read that as bloody duty, and I was like, wow, he's swearing at me.
Whatever obligation you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader in deeds blessed by the God Emperor.
Well, excellent. I am shocked.
I see that you are. Yes, you understand correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those who you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats.
Okay, my headcanon, because I am Astra Militarum, is that my commander previously was Caiaphas Cain.
Such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
You have a curious title, sir. Tell me about it.
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valancius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Are you planning on exploiting me, sir? Tell me about the one whose ship I found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her own ship. No one knows better than I that whisperers are wont to attract particular close attention.
Wouldn't you be the one
Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred ward of trade, and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her wrath by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Okay, note to self, don't be obtuse or disrespectful to Lady Theodora. Tell me... Oh, well, I guess I can't ask that again. It's weird that it's letting me do so. You say I am one of the Rogue Trader's heirs, and there's another candidate.
There are. And you will meet them soon enough.
Well, shapoopy. Fine.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for her patroness. Or, for your patroness. And I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
My goodness, it really has been, hasn't it?
The Lord Captain and Master Ethered von Valancius are conversing on the observation platform located in one of the wings of the officer's deck. Let's just join them there. I shall accompany you.
Very well.
Have fun. I'm gonna go rest my voice.
Okay, excellent. Rogue Trader Theodora von... Oh, I didn't get to finish reading that. Let's move around. Look around and start moving. Woo! Alright, cool. I can look around by doing this. Let's look at this beautiful cathedral that I insulted. I mean, it's pretty freaking... Look how... Oh my god, I just realized how big of a door that is. Such a big door. I like the statues. I love seeing all of the people down below. Let's... Where did I go? Am I over here? I'm over here. Alright, let's go ahead and walk around. Oh my god, can I talk to all of these people? Interactable objects. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. They are marked with specific icons. Some will allow to study objects, others will transfer to the character to neighboring locations, or launch a small event. Clicking left mouse button on the icon to perform the corresponding action. Some interactive objects, such as doors or chests, are not always marked with icons. Hover over. If the image has changed, the object is interactable. Excellent. The Seneschal, they say, recently arranged a public scolding of senior officers. Again, I don't know what for, but let's be frank. Worsarian can give you an earful on any slight. Okay, so the Seneschal appears to be a stickler. I'm not surprised. A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood, a resource incredibly valuable aboard a voice ship. Excellent. Engine seer. The sacred mechanism has been tampered with without due respect. The data processing cycle. Oh my gosh. Layman's interference with sacred mechanics disturbed the machine spirit. No! The machine spirit has been disturbed. My god, they are dropping, like, so I have to... Oh yeah, totally it's part of the spaceship. Okay, for those of you that may be unfamiliar with the scale of a Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader's spaceship, it is gigantic. It is like, what would you say, like, the closest equivalent in, like, Star Wars to an Imperial Rogue Trader's vessel would be?
That would be a Star Destroyer would be a small ship in the fleet. The Emperor's Star Destroyer would be kind of like a medium to medium large ship.
Okay, but these end up having, like, huge fleets as well. So this is only one of the ships within this, but it's huge. And they all have cathedrals on them.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a church.
You gotta have a church. It's the Imperium of Man, and we all worship the Emperor. Like,
click that button for me. I want to see something. There, the text comes up in a log there for you on what they're saying, and including what you look at on the
it includes also, I was gonna say it also includes.
So if they disappear or something, you can read it there.
Perfect. That is great to call out. Oh, actually, there's even multiple events. Oh, we can break it down too by dialogue, through combat, and events, and then just all. That is really handy. So I'm gonna pause very briefly right here because I want to just talk a little bit about my first impressions of this game. I know we haven't gotten too far into it, but there's already things in here that I am absolutely loving, and I just want to compliment Owlcat Games on their attention to detail. I love these environments. Like, they are fantastic. I feel like the greebling on the walls all feels very on point for Warhammer 40k. I love getting these little informations, like a little bit of extra information about the table, which is completely, you don't have to click on it. It's not important specifically to, like, what you're doing. But the fact that they call out and do that level of world building in literally the first rooms that we've been in the game delights me, because that is what I love about these types of games. I also just think that, like, the environment is set up in a really cool way. They are making it feel very lived in, and they're having all of the dialogue feel very on theme for the universe. The fact that the fact that I was able to walk over here and talk to these engine seers and this tech priest, and they were bitching about the machine spirit not being appropriately, like, pleased, is perfect to me. Like, it just, I don't know, it seems so in, like, just so in world. I kind of want to click on these icons here, but I'm afraid to because I don't want to piss off the machine spirit. So I'm going to click on this one, which seems like it might just be giving me information about this machine. Incomprehensible information is displayed on the large screen above the cognitors. You can make out mentions of unfamiliar systems and worlds among the numbers. No, I was not finished with that game. Among the numbers and logisticer symbols. Okay. What happens if I touch this? Did you stop me? Nothing happened. Oh shit. I did change things. Oh no. Oh no, I am... I don't know if I did that. I don't know if I made those red lines. I'm gonna just stop touching things, please. I'm gonna not... I didn't touch anything, Mr. Tech Priest. Layman's interference with the sacred... Oh god, they're all upset. They're all upset about me touching things. No! Okay, I'm gonna talk to this bridge guard. Maybe this bridge guard will be nicer to me. He's a military man. I see you raised your head again. I hand you over to the tech priest. No! Stop punishing people with the tech priest. The machine spirit's gonna be so angry. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got a noble guest. How long do we have to wait for an audience? How many days have passed already? Well, my goodness. All right, they both have roughly the same thing to say. We've got some more bridge officers. I've stepped into a cutscene. Master of Whispers, it's an emergency! The esteemed Lord Captain's pet has broken the bolt on its cage! Oh shit! Oh god, oh god, oh god, we're about to go into combat. Oh no. I'm not really sure that it's oh shit. Okay. Everybody calm down. Let's breathe. I did not see that instruction at all. Hold on. An enforcer died, and another enforcer died. Blast it. Watch out, Angela. Okay. but there was some information there, and I didn't see it. You have been ambushed! The battle begins. Okay, we're starting the battle. I am not controlling them, that's fine. Oh man, he dead. Alright, movement in combat. In battle, all battles in game are turn-based. Makes sense. On their turn, the character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Select a position within the selected area and double-click left mouse button to move the character to the selected area. Okay. Movement points determine how far a character can move on their turn. That makes sense. 1 MP corresponds to 1 cell on the battlefield. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second cell takes 2 MP. Okay. Alright, cool. So we're gonna run out of movement speed relatively quickly is my guessing, and I don't actually remember what my movement speed is, so we'll have to double check that. But they have giant cathedrals on them, which makes them way cooler. Oh gosh, I moved things. Alright, we've understood that. So, what is my range? I want to look... Can I look at my stats? Nope. Can I click on my portrait? Nope. Can I... What is this? What are the... Oh my god, there it is. Character. Look at the little Space Marine icon! That's so cool. Okay, so I have a ballistic skill, but does it tell me, like, what I have gun-wise? Oh my. Doctrines and features. Oh, I can shoot on the run. Okay, so the marksman gains +2 marksman agility bonus. Whoop, I accidentally moved my mouse. Movement points. Their next attack costs 1 action point less and suffers a -10 ballistic penalty and does not count towards the limit of attacks per turn. Ooh. Okay. Passive abilities. So these ones I have to activate. No, these are just active, so I can just do this. I think I can just do that. Okay, what I want to know, though, is what am I carrying? I'm carrying a combined arms. Oh, no, that is this feature. What gun am I? What do I don't know what my range is, but I don't want to get too close to it. Can I just shoot it from here? Alright, I think it wants me to move, so I'm going to move. Wait. Oh. Okay, I want to move here. Please. And then I'm going to shoot you. Okay. To attack, select a single shot. Okay. On the icon bar. Hover over the enemy and the pop-up bar will indicate the chance to hit and possible damage in case of successful attack. Press left mouse button on the enemy to shoot. Damage depends on the parameters of the selected weapon. Okay. Abilities and attacks. Abilities with an attack tag can only be used once per turn. If a character makes an attack, they can no longer attack and lose movement points until the start of their next turn. So it's probably best to always move first, is what I'm kind of learning from this. Which is what I've done. So now I would like to hit 1. And I would like to punch you. I missed! Oh my god, I suck. If you still have action points after the shot, you can use other abilities on your character and don't have the attack tag. When you're ready, end your turn and press space to end the turn button. Okay. Well, I think this once per combat.
Suits my purposes.
What if I get a little bit closer?
I shall not fear.
And then I can shoot again. Alright. Also, it's injured currently. It's got a fresh wound. It has a 0 agility skill. I'm actually really surprised by that. That's kind of odd, right? I feel like that's a little strange. Alright, not too bad though. What is this? No, I want to shoot. I want to shoot. I want to shoot it again. Oh god. Okay, well, I got really close to it. Can I... The character with melee weapons can make an attack of opportunity if the opponent is adjacent cell initiates movement. It can also trigger by some abilities. All characters with melee weapons, including members of your party, can make attacks of opportunity. The chance to hit and damage are calculated as far as from a normal attack. Why is this doing this? This is showing us how damage is calculated. The damage that a character inflicts is affected by the characteristics of the weapons used, the character's ability, as well as the active effects. Target's deflection directly reduces received damage by its value. Deflection can be reduced by deflection negation. This value is reduced by target's armor, applied by a percentage. For example, if the target has an armor of 56, that damage will be reduced by 56%. But armor can also be reduced by armor penetration. It's complicated. It's almost like it's based off the actual tabletop, which I actually really love. Okay, we're gonna complete that. I'm gonna wait here and hope that I don't die. It is only got 10 health left. And my hope is that some of these people can do something. Alright, let's end my turn.
God, you are so sexy when you read RPG stat rules out loud.
Am I? Well, I am glad to serve. That is what I am here for. And we did it! We beat that cat. What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. A wild beast bakes. A wild beast bakes! A wild beast breaks free on the officer's deck, and at exactly the moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered there. It's very suspicious. It's almost like somebody was sabotaging the event. Without taking his eyes off the dead beasts, Vigatorvier removes the Voxcaster from his belt and speaks a quick few orders into the device. Then he turns to you. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential deck. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan. My goodness. Oh my gosh. Kill the rogue trader's pet. We did that. Talk to Theodora. Spread out. No one is allowed to enter the premises. Stations! The lines on his forehead have softened and his voice regains its usual courtesy. I'm afraid I must remain here, Angela. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders. Personally, you see. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor, and I assume that your legs still work, madam. They do indeed, sir. He gives me a curt bow, and we're gonna end that dialogue. Peace out, bro. Thank you. The journal records the current quests, rumors, and other assignments. To open the journal, press J. I did it. Journal helps basically keep track of stuff. The rumors and order sections contain additional information, but they may lead your character to new events. Exciting. As the story progresses and the status of the current task changes, you will see a pop-up at the top of the main game screen. Understood. Here is our current quests. Rumors, we have nothing, and orders are nothing. So our quest is simply to talk to the rogue trader. Oh my goodness, which I'm going to do in just a moment. What time is it? We have been going for almost an hour. That is amazing. I am going to take a very slight break. Going to go stretch my legs really quick. I'm going to get myself some water because I do have some caffeine, which has been helping, but I also feel like I need a little bit of water. So I'm going to go grab that. So I'll be back in just a few moments. It is now exactly 2:01 my time. So I will be back at 2:06. See you in 5 minutes. All right. Let me get back into the game so we actually have some music. There we go. Hello, everybody. I have returned. And we're back in Rogue Trader. All right, we know our quests. We know what we need to do. We have 0 side quests or anything. I'm going to see... Can I loot this man? I cannot. I'm going to see if I can talk to him. I highly recommend that you make your... Oh, fine, with haste. Okay, fine with haste. Can I steal nothing? I can take...
None shall stand in my way.
Can I go here? Also, look at all her artifacts. I wonder what these are. They look alien. Oh my god, so many dead soldiers. I can't loot any of them. I guess the Rogue Trader probably would not be happy with me if I did that. Okay, they said that I needed to go straight ahead. I am going to assume that's over here. The huge beast roars at you and approaches. The tentacles on its mouth begin moving, oozing muddy saliva. Ew. From numerous pores. Gross. That is gross. Alright, let's go over here. If I see you raise your head again, I'll hand you over to the tech priests. Oh my gosh, all these servants. Alright, let's open this door. They're all looking at me. Oh my gosh, I am causing those poor people to raise their head and get yelled at. Whoa. Whoa, there are so many people. You are the thickest servitor I've ever seen. As you approach, something in the servitor's body begins to hum. As if in response to your presence, a couple of seconds... Whoa, I wasn't done with that. A couple of seconds... The noise subsides. What? I don't know why it's doing that. Why would the servitor do that? Oh. It gave me another view of the same room that I had already looked at. Okay. The Grand Void Ship Temple. Cool. Well, I somehow... Oh, there's my camera rotation. Excellent. Let's go over here. Just gonna walk past all these tech priests. They all seem to just want to discuss about how the machine spirit isn't doing its thing. I ran all that way. Whoa, she is a spicy lady. It is simply irrational, Lady Theodora, says the man. Oh, I'm sorry. It is simply irrational, Lady Theodora, says the man dressed in peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension, his face, half of which is covered by sin skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, particularly admission of practically an admission of heresy. Well. The tall, gray-haired woman pins him with her gaze. Her cybernetic eye flashes crimson, then suggests an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation, even worse than my seneschal could have. Sorry. No worse than my seneschal could have. Make a decision. What will you do, Aeon? 6. Elthrad. I am going to listen with silence. Or should I survey the room? I'm definitely not interrupting. I am absolutely in no way interrupting her. I'm gonna survey the room. I'm gonna survey the room. Your first impression of Elthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast of Elthrad, Theodora von Valenictus features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Marvel is definitely not indestructible, but we're gonna hand wave that. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrand. Behind the two of them, you see two more men. One is gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks. I don't actually know what a baldric is. Somebody in chat, please tell me what a baldric is. I feel like I've heard the name, but I'm not like picturing that in my head properly. Contain all manners of weapons. Is it just a pouch type thing? Maybe that's what it is? Is it just some sort of pouch? We'll find out. Our second candidate has joined us. The dry female voice, the powerful feeling of being watched forced you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you. And her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive. Angela, approach and give me your answer. Passive skill checks. Characters' skills reflect their current level of knowledge and ability. Sometimes you can get additional information in dialogue if passive checks were successful. Skill checks use the character from the party with the highest value applicable. So you don't have to specifically be on that person. They're just going to automatically use it. That is great. Okay. Thank goodness she's actually telling me what the fuck she's talking about, so she's not just throwing me under a bus immediately. Consider this hypothetical situation. Aeon 6. A new world on the fringes of the Cronus Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metaphoric rock deposits, prospect for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to instill ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanish overnight. My question is to you. What would you do with this poisoned treasure? So my options are, because I have succeeded in both lore of the warp and lore of Xeno, is I can go with lore Xeno. Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify it is indeed the case, and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in Xeno worship. Or, there are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Aeon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us an answer. I have retained some connections in the Astra Militarum. A few Imperial Guard regiments would take care of the natives, their spirit, and the magma. Solid fortifications have never let me down. Ooh, that is also, I feel like, a good option. These reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interests first, no matter what means I would have to use. The riches of Aeon 6 would be mine. Now, I think 4 is the worst possible answer we could give, because I feel like if I am posturing myself to be the next rogue trader of this vessel and take over for this woman, I don't really think she's gonna want to put her baby, aka the entire business, in the hands of somebody who is like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go down there without doing any research, and what happens happens. But I'm all for me. Like, I feel like well, who knows, maybe she actually would look up to that, or approve of that, because that is a go-getter attitude. But I'm leaning towards lore of the warp. Oh yeah, no, most characters I think in 40k have artificial eyes. You know, what with the whole sci-fi world and them wanting to like be able to see in the dark, and also being in the dark a lot. I mean, have you guys noticed how freaking dark the Imperium is? Like, they have candles, sure, but like candles don't actually light things up that well. So, yeah, it's really dark. So, cybernetic eyes make sense to me. Everybody wants night vision. Then they can see the terrible things coming for them in the dark, rather than being horrified about it because all they can do is hear it I don't know. I personally would want to see it coming, I think, because then I wouldn't imagine the thing, which might be worse because my imagination can sometimes go wild when it comes to scary things. I'm doing lore. I want to be a knowledger about witchcraft. Theodora smirks. Though but presumptuous, it took me a great deal to find one psyker. You could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several. Oh, well, fuck it. Fine. Alice looks at you with the warmth of a snake. Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne, or do you, Angela, suggest that we use heretics who are an offerance of the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanities in the presence of his faithful servants. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. Oh my god, snap! We are both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become anyone of our status to engage in petty feuds? Alright, so I could tell him to fuck off for fighting with me. I find your tone most disagreeable, Eldrethrad. I feel like this is a name of a Lothlorien elf. Like, I don't know why, but I do. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live in regret of the consequences. Maybe I should have gone with the Militarum one. Hello, Diggs! Welcome to the stream. Oh no! Catch you later then, actually. Well, enjoy your dinner, Diggs. Enjoy your dinner. Shut your mouth, Eldred, before I decide to shut it for you. Well, that one's offensive. I'm gonna insult his intelligence. The color drains from Eldred's face, which distorts his features further. Insolent, ignorant upstart, how dare you! Eldred. Theodore's tone renders him silent. I believe I gave you an assignment on the ship. Explain to me, then, why my senior cognitor is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview. Please explain to me why you're not doing that. Please, I want this man to, like, wet himself. I feel like that is his character. Character skills reflect their current level. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. I just never closed it. I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forget the time. He bows very ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing me another look, because he knows I kicked his ass in this verbal sparring. Alright, well, I'm sorry that I suggested psychers. I didn't realize that they were, like, that expensive. My bad. Alright, well, she follows his gaze. So, Angela, why are you here? Was it not you who sent for me? There are questions that I wish to have answered. I do not know yet. I hope you will clarify that. I'm going to say this, because this is not me going and putting the blame on her for me being here. This is me owning up to being there. And I feel like she's gonna, like, from the brief amount that we've experienced with this lady so far, I feel like this is a better approach for her. You are direct, I approve, but you will have to wait. There is something I want you to understand first. What is it, my lady? My name is Theodora von Valnictus Massimo Af Sacrus. I am a rogue traitor in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by the most sacred of relics. Then why the fuck can't you get a psyker? The warrant of trade kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign and bode death and ruin to us all. She's very dramatic. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. Wouldn't it be the God Emperor? Would it not be the God Emperor of mankind's? Because, like, we're working technically for him as, like, part of the Imperium. Should it, like, what? we got made fun of for some stuff like that, and I feel like she's pulling the same shit. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing, because I'm a rich bitch. And you, Angela, are one of those with the von Valnictus blood in their veins, a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Do you think she, like, is expecting to die? Because that's kind of what I would imagine. It's a type of sword holster. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that, Heavy Arms 525. I did not realize. That's really cool. I learned something new today. Alright, well, I am ready to take on this sacred purpose. This is all too sudden for me. Can I please leave? One of? Does this mean there are other heirs? Well, I want to talk about those other heirs. Naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Eldrathrad may be somewhat disconcerting by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Really? 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 Because he seems spineless to me. I'm going to crush him. I'm going to crush him. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of the warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for their closest ally. Theodore sighs and looks away pensively for a moment. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Conrad Vigatriv served me for many years before he made his mistake. Wait, he made a mistake? He seemed like he was like, is he? But he sent me to you. Or did he? Is the mistake letting your beast get out and having me kill it? To be fair, I did not lay the final blow, my lady. It was one of your other men. Please punish them. I'm pretty sure the machine spirit already might be, or the tech priest might be, because they pissed off the machine spirits. But like, good lord, please. Alright, well, I'm not ready to take on the sacred purpose. It's not all too sudden for me, but I do want to ask some things. If you are satisfied with Elthrad, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me? That seems presumptuous. Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you? His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valnictus. Well, I mean, he didn't introduce himself as that. Even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Victorvier's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least. Is she literally referring to the incident that just happened? Because I feel like she's savage. This woman is savage. If you are satisfied, I'm gonna ask this. If you're satisfied with Elthrad, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me if you seem to like him so much? Theodora shakes her head. Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to rein themselves to circumstances and more eager to show initiative. Even if I choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquire in your former life may prove invaluable here on the Cronus Expanse. I better end up being the rogue traitor lady, or I will go heresy on your ass, and I will bring the forces of chaos down upon you, and there will be nothing you can do to stop it. I did just threaten the character. Service in the Asher Militarum is a trial for which very few people emerge with their life. You're damn right, they mostly die. That you have risen through the ranks of the Imperial Guard and assumed command of an army is a testament to your astuteness, both on the battlefield and in the tangled net of officer intrigues. I assure you the company that the rogue trader keeps will offer you plenty of chances to demonstrate both your diplomatic skills and your combat prowess. Well, thank you for clarifying. May I ask some questions now? The Vox affixed to Theodore's attire suddenly comes to life, telling me, no, I cannot. Oh, maybe I will. I'm seeing a lot of questions off to the side. But all you can hear is an unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts off the transmission, Oh my gosh, causes me to yawn and gives you an imperious nod. I have some time before the navigator gives a signal to initiate the void ship's translation of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Well, okay, I'm gonna do this one simply for the lore elements of it. We all know how navigators work, but let's talk about this. Theodore shakes her head. Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to the ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how void ships travel through the stars. I mean, I do, lady, but I'm doing this for the lore! For the lore drop! Please. I'm shouting a lot. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Alright, the vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp and other worldly dimensions of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it and under the protection of the Geller field, we've shortened the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead, sometimes in days or even hours, depending on how close we're going. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy and brought the glory of the God Emperor to all planets. That is how we are able to build the Imperium, which spans millions and millions of stars. An incident took place on the officer's deck where the wild beast was roaming free and attacking everyone that ran into it. That is kind of outrageously out there for me to tell her, but you know what? I'm gonna ask where the ship's headed first, and then I will inform her about the beast. The Rycad system, the domain of the rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Only 3 rogue traders exist in the Kronos Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valnicus in surpassing both of them in influence and splendor. You're damn right, lady. That is my goal. I set the course for Rycad on the demand. Theodore grimaces. She gives you a stern look and then shrugs. For a very specific reason, perhaps I shall yet appraise you of the purpose for this voyage, but for now that is not the time. What are my current responsibilities? Observe, learn, absorb. Okay, I can do all of those things quite easily, thank you. I have a super good perception skill. That is my, top... my awareness is real strong, lady. We got nothing to worry about here, okay? We have nothing to worry about here. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you, as I did Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. Oh, gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself a worthy heir. Alright, well, first, since I'm okay. I'm actually really glad this is the order I chose to do this in. Because now she has called me her aide. And as her aide, my lady, as your aide, an incident took place on the officer's deck. A wild beast was roaming free and attacking everyone that ran into it. Is that so? I do keep a number of pets native to one of my planets on the officer's deck. Perhaps someone was careless during feeding time. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Geller field. That's entirely possible. Or perhaps a possessed ship was in the mood for a lark. Oh, Theodore laughs nonchalantly. That's how I imagine all rogue trader ladies laugh. They do the oh of anime villainesses. The gray-haired officer gives the rogue trader a look of cautious disapproval. Lady Theodora, of the God Emperor, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about the uneducated riffraff. Enough! Abelard, such hearsay amuses me. Idrid eagerly tells me everything she learns from the whispers she... Oh my god, I am having such a hard time reading suddenly. I apologize for my ineptitude. I'm gonna try this entire paragraph again. As if it was the first time. Enough! Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idra eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. She turns to you. The ship is thousands of years old, you see. It has such hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads, plotting against those who yet live. My lady, as a rogue trader, I feel like you should maybe take those mildly more serious, as you literally just called out that the beast that escaped could potentially have been simply because the warp wanted to F with us despite the Geller field. So demons are out there. Clearly you know that demons are in fact out there. And I feel like this is not the attitude to take. Well, gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself a worthy heir. You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. Sycophants? Is that what sycophants mean? I actually did not know what sycophants meant. I guess it's been a while since I've heard it in context. I draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted the opportunity, only the God Emperor knows. You know, Zinch probably knows. I bet Zinch knows. I bet Zinch might, in fact, being, you know, the Lord of Change and a Master of Time, he might know. I am ready to backtalk every single one of these characters. Have you guys realized? Hello, Chipster. I keep reading your name as Christopher. Chipster. Hello. So, what you have missed is mostly character creation and getting a little bit of lore. Right now, I am talking to the Rogue Trader. I am not, in fact, the Rogue Trader. I am an heir to the Rogue Trader, but there are other heirs on this ship, and I am going to kick their asses, and I am going to become the holder of the thing that I don't remember the name of. I have no more questions, my lady. Is it called trade something trade? I don't remember what it was, but we were talking about how I want to become the person that holds the document that allows me to have all of the mega money, command this fleet, and have title of Rogue Trader. I mean, look at me. Look at my majestic hat for my portrait. Look at her. I have a Rogue Trader's hat and a Rogue Trader's jacket. I should be the next in line. Could you imagine if that was, like, what they chose it off? They're like, who can dress the part the most? That would be terrible, because then you might end up having just an absolutely atrocious Rogue Trader running everything. Well, we didn't do a huge amount with character creation, actually, because I went with one of the presets. So you didn't actually miss that much. Rite of Trade, thank you. Yes, it's the Rite of Trade. Thank you. I couldn't remember, and I was not at this point where I can, like, look at my index. Let me finish, let me get this dialogue done, and we'll get out of the screen so we can wander around. Because we might actually be able to do things, have more combat, find loot. I want to loot everything. In that case, I shall head to Theodora's Vox awakens once more. This time, you pick up shouting. Lord Captain freezes listening to the Vox cast, and then nods and draws her weapon. Disturbance is reported in the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. She glances at you. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated. Lady, I am ready. Just throw me at this combat. Oh my god. We're being overtaken by cultists. Thank god they all missed me. We're gonna get to see the Rogue Trader fight. You have been ambushed. The battle begins. Okay, that is fine. We're fine. Alright, we're gonna close this. We're actually gonna keep this open. We're gonna go to combat. Okay, we've killed some heretics. That's great. Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my god, I want one of those. I want a Melta, please. Holy shit, did you guys see the Melta go? Okay, I've got a lot of, I'm almost able to go. Okay. Use cover to to avoid enemy attacks. Cover to hide behind the... I swear, I promise you I can read. I promise you I can read. I think I'm just tired because I've been reading things aloud for like 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. An hour and a half. I am a liar. Let's try this again. Covers to hide behind are marked with a shield, or a shield with a skull. Standing close to them, the character will automatically take an advantageous position. In this case, the chance that enemy attacks will hit the cover and not the character behind them increases. The character will not receive a bonus if attacks come from a non-covered side. That makes sense. Excellent. Okay, so I think what they then want me to do then is I'm gonna go here.
Forge ahead.
And then I swear I chose a different hat. But you know what? I'm gonna ignore that right now. So what I want to do is I want to and I don't want to hit Mort, but I am gonna hit this heretic cut through.
Nothing I can't do.
Oh my god, murdered! Alright, I killed him. Critical hit. Your character just landed a critical hit. That deals increased damage equal to the character's critical hit damage stat. We'll have to look at that. Oh, I did not actually notice a critical hit damage stat in my character sheet, and now I want to look at that. Characters' critical damage defaults to 150% of their normal damage. However, certain talents, effects, and abilities can increase it. Each weapon has its own critical damage stat, which is added to the character's total value during the attack. That makes sense. We nailed a critical. Do you think we should move? I don't know if I can, actually. What's this? This is our shoot and run. Astra Militarum Commander. And all of their allies deal into... Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead. We didn't do this last time, and I can only do this once per battle. So let's go ahead and activate this ability. I think I activated it. So I think the only thing I can do now is move. This area is got some baddies. There's a baddie there. I think I'm good. I'm just gonna end my turn. How dare you? Right. No, leave him alone. Okay, you dodged. Good boy. Good boy, Mort. Mort dodged. Oh. No! Abelard! What a terrible name, by the way, that you have. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it wrong, because I feel like Abelard, like the word lard at the end just seems... Ooh! Dude! Abelard! You are a beast! Holy shit! The Melta. The Melta is so majestic. Who is even here? Okay, over there.
Let's see how they respond to this.
Alright, I've come over here. I want to see. Can I hit? Can I hit him? I can. Positive effect. In a world full of deadly dangers, the help of allies can save your life. Look closer. Your character has received a temporary positive effect from a companion. To learn more about the effect, hover over the small icon next to the character's portrait. That's my momentum. Okay, hold on. Wait. To learn more about the effect, hover over the small icon next to the character's portrait. Kill them! The target of this ability gains plus 50 ballistic skill. Isn't that what I did? I think I did that. I think it's telling me about the positive effect I gave myself. Got it. Excellent. Because of that, I want to go ahead and use this ability. So let's go here. We'll move one more time. We are flawless. And we're going to attack this dude. I think I missed. Okay, I hit the cover with a stub revolver instead. Oh, I have a stub revolver. Thank you for telling me, game. Cool. Inventory. Hey, there it is. There's my stub revolver. And I also apparently... Ooh, I have grenades. How do I use my grenades? How do I use my grenades? Do we see a grenade? Oh, there it is! F1. Okay, I have a grenade. I only have one grenade. So the next time we get into, like, some big combat, we'll use that. Yeah, no, he's right there. I think Abelard is going to end up murdering him intensely, but hopefully we'll be okay. Oh my gosh, he shot at me. It's fine. He also hit cover. We're both just whacking each other's cover. Oh, beautiful. Okay, we successfully were able to get through combat. We got some heretics on board. Theodora waves her hand in a commanding gesture. Mort! Take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whore son survive. Wow, I feel like I have not read that as dialogue in a while. Right? It does seem like a really good combination. The rogue trader turns her eyes to you. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst into the deck, Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panic at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security makes them that much more susceptible to the harsh realities of warp transitions. She looks at the Vox in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. The incident with the beast on the officer's deck may be connected to what is transpiring now. Possibly, quite likely, in fact. Theodora winces and flicks the switch on her Vox a few times. We will investigate that at a later time. Right now, I need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation. What is happening? From what we have seen, Angela, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of warp madness. The Seneschal is astonishingly calm for someone who... Oh, I'm sorry, this is Abelard. From what I have seen, Angela, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of warp madness. The Seneschal is astonishingly calm for someone who just survived a sudden attack. Such episodes are not uncommon among the Voidsmen, who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks. Theodora clicks her Vox a few times. The casters are not working, or have they been sabotaged? Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I will need a direct channel to the chief engineer before I can get a sense of what we are up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at ready. I imagine it will be some time before we no longer need them. How could there be armed people in the ranks of a crew who would dare attack the Lord Captain? The Seneschal gives you a gloomy look. Trust me, Angela. This is hardly a surprising... We're gonna try that again. Trust me, Angela. This is hardly surprising for a crew of thousands. The lower decks are a fertile environment for discontent and heresy. No matter how one tries to incinerate the seed before it can take root, all it takes is a hint of warp influence to cloud the mind of a normally obedient cattle. Because that's what the Imperium of Man thinks of us, guys. We're cattle to them. I want you all to remember that the next time you're praising the Emperor. And think about how chaos might treat you differently. Let's continue. Sporadic riots on the lower deck should never reach these compartments. Theodora, anger causes the Seneschal to shrink slightly. No! The tumults of the rabble are always contained in their own territory. This is too well organized. It is spreading too rapidly. What are your orders, my lady? She breaks eye contact with you. Mort has gone on ahead to clear the path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch Militant requires aid. And be quick about it. You got it, my lady. Talk to Theodora. We've done that. Find the Arch Militant. The officer's deck is under attack by an unknown enemy. I haven't finished reading that game. I want my journal. The officer's deck is under attack by an unknown enemy, so Arch Militant Mort has left to clear the way to the elevator leading to the upper decks. The officer hasn't returned yet, so it is time to find out what has caused the delay. Oh god, I hope he ain't dead. we found any rumors? Have we found any orders? I feel like I've been issued an order, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We haven't actually been issued an order. Now, why can I not loot this head? I can loot nothing. I want to turn my camera. We go here. Because I believe... Is this where it wants me to go? No. Report to the engine seer. Request... Okay, let me look at my map. That's me. No, that's me. What is this? God, this is a big ship, you guys. Right? It's so good. I also love tabletop RPGs because we get to play with voices and everything. Honestly, this will be a good way for me to practice voices. I am terrible at them. I am absolutely terrible at them. Where does it actually want me to go? Because I thought... Oh god, is it this way? I hear grunting. Oh my god, there it is. There's the combat. Men! Holy shit, they all exploded. They have las guns. Can I help? Is Mort over here? I appear? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here. Okay, I cannot... It will not let me go forward, so clearly that is not the way. Can I go this way? There's an breakthrough coming! Oh, no! Can I help with this? Okay, there, it's fine. Everybody's fine. Recap your... Oh god, they exploded. Okay, that guy's dead. Can I now help? Can I would like to... I don't apparently have time to help these men. I'm sorry, men. Goodbye. I am leaving you. Oh, there's more. Is that a thing I can loot? Damn it, it's not. Okay, but I think I may have found Mort. Oh yeah, Mort was the one with the melted. Boy! Hello. Hello, cute lad. Hold on, let me get your bottom feet. Hello! Are you meowing at your dad because you're hungry? Is that what's happening? Is that why he brought you in here to me? Is because you're being a meow boy? Do you want to help me play this game? Conrad Vigatoric lets out a sigh of relief upon seeing you. Thank Providence! You are alive and well. He decided he wanted none. The cats have decided none. He was... Goodbye! Goodbye to everybody! Robin Williams did used to play Warhammer. Actually, he, from my understanding, he was an avid 40k player. He did, in fact, play orcs, and I would be shocked if the man did not use voices. It's Robin Williams. Like, he absolutely would have. Can I just tell you, because he actually, like, there's a mural in SF dedicated to him because he lived here, and this is actually, I don't know where he played 40k around here, but I think he did. And I have zero actual expectation of this having ever actually occurred. But I think he's an amazing actor. I love Dead Poet Society. I think, oh my god, such a good film. But I also love a lot of the comedy stuff that he did. I love his serious stuff. Like, basically, he's up there for me as, like, top actors. And to have been able to even, like, see him playing, potentially have the opportunity to play against him, would have been so cool. It would have been so cool. Alright. Always on time, Conrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it. Oh, we have some beef between these people. Mort, pull yourself together. Conrad pointedly looks away from the Archmilitant to you. The Archmilitant looks back at you as well. What did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away. Mort pulls his box from the belt and hurriedly reports the situation. Hello, my lady. It's good to see you again. I love your robe. Or your cape, I guess. Master of whispers. Master of whippersnappers. That's what I almost said. I almost said whippersnappers. Master of whispers. What is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck. My arch militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report! I got really aggressive with her. But I feel like this is a very stern lady. I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences of spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only vox casts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. Vigator pauses. That the madmen have already reached the officer deck suggests that an outrage was planned, this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny. Mutiny? But who would attempt a mutiny here in the warp? Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. I have the means to do both things at once. Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominously. Theodora looks at Vigatori. Eldothrad. I feel like it's weird that she looks at people she's not addressing. Right? Is that his name? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm misremembering. Eldothrad. Where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard the ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could possess a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. Wait, is Edelthrad a psyker? Is that what she just implied there? Like, am I crazy? Oh, also, thank you, Sean, for the $5 for the Woodland Scenics Fund. I'm actually hopefully going to go out to... There's 2 stores that I can get Woodland Scenics from, and I have been thinking about making a trip to both of them recently to hopefully pick some stuff up, as well as a few other things. But I should be getting some stuff very, very soon. Robin Williams was amazing. I completely agree with you. Now I know. Now I'm just gonna have to settle with playing against Henry Cavill. The problem is like Henry Cavill doesn't live near me, whereas Robin Williams did. See, like that's the thing that would have been cool about like casually running into Williams or yeah, to Mr. Williams if he was like out there and about playing 40K in some way, because like I feel like that seems more likely than me ever running into Henry Cavill. As cool as that would be. And I would gush like no other in regards to just like being like, oh my god, it's The Witcher, and also you like 40K. Can I like look at your custodies, please? I think that would be amazing, but I just, it would never happen. Like, it would never happen. Okay, let's continue. I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived in the transitional deck 18. Is he about to fucking betray us? Blast it, Master of Whispers! Find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Talas. Locate Talas and the Sister of Battle. Praise the Emperor. Both are to remain at my side. Arch Militant, with me. I must go to my study, and it appears that we might have encountered heretics along the way. Angela! She glances at me thoughtfully. If I may, Lord Captain. Viographer's voice is soft and cautious. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I am not as adept at directly countering enemies of the house as the esteemed arch-militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's... Okay, so he is a Psyker! That was not made a mention of, I swear, at all, unless I completely missed it, which is entirely possible. Didn't know my arch-rival that I chose to harass was a Psyker. I may have fucked myself. Could you imagine? Like, you're like, you were rude to me, therefore I am going to destroy you, and there's no way you're possibly becoming this because I'm gonna end your run right now because you were a dick to me. That would be funny. That would be great. I completely agree that it's really cool, Chipster, that a lot of celebrities are willing to admit that, like, they're into nerdy stuff and do hobby things like the rest of us. I mean, it's not fully unheard of because you definitely have seen other people mention it. I mean, anybody who is a car collector is just a car nerd. Like, they're still being a geek about it, right? So, like, is it, oh my god, I'm, hold on. I wanna, let me just do a double check real quick. I need to check something because I don't want to get names incorrect in regards to this, and I think I'm gonna get the name correct, so let me just look at something right here. You are a car guy, right? Yes, okay. I was not wrong. Therefore, I would not have made a fool of myself, but I was worried. Jay Leno, for example, or Leno, yes, are both car people. I didn't know Seinfeld was. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know Seinfeld was, but I knew Leno was. Am I saying that correct? I probably am not. I am terrible with names. You guys know this. But he's been on Donut a number of times, if you guys watch that channel on YouTube. And his collection's insane. Oh my god, playing with Joe, playing with Joe, Manganiello would be fantastic, but you know who I actually want to play D&D with? It's somebody in his group. You know, the big one that he does with a bunch of celebrities. I want to play D&D with Big Show. I want to play D&D with the Big Show. I think that would be amazing. I think it'd be so fun. I mean, playing with that group in general will probably be so stupid and so good, but like, I love that Big Show is a giant nerd as well. Okay, let's continue. It looks like we might be going with our spy master. Find out the whereabouts of heir Edelthrad. Well, he sure as shit better not be the heir now, considering he seems like he might be betraying us and or about to be dead. Then it is settled. Angela, find Edelthrad and return here in any state. Even dead? Okay. Well, I'll just turn myself into the servitor for you. This elevator, she points at the massive doors, leads to the restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? In any state, what does that mean? Conrad coughs. We are in the warp. Considering the attack, there could be a disruption of the Gellerfield and the infiltration of malvoyant forces on the decks. Psychers might react to this in the most unpredictable of ways. Oh, well, yeah, I know. Enough! You, Master of Whispers, must not allow my heir to turn into some mindless mutant to perish from the Enforcer's fire. Do anything but bring me back Edelthrad. I hear and obey, Lord Captain. I'm not going to do this because I have a feeling that Edelthrad is either going to be my bitch at one point, or he's going to die because he's going to be a traitor. So I'm not going to say that I am not going to promise that he's going to wander off somewhere. I'm going to say I shall do everything in my power. Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. Okay, well, that was the wrong answer, I guess. I have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come. Does Mort kind of look like a Mandalorian to you? Because he kind of looks like a Mandalorian to me. Like, with the bedroll on his back, it kind of makes it look like they're jump packs. If you just put, like, a missile on there, and the helmet surely looks like... Do I officially have a party member? Are you ready to head to 18? It's a long walk and you don't even have proper gear. I have a proposition. Since I am the most important person here, you all know this, I know this, you can go in front of the shield and shield me from potential threats. You had better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk. I shall make do lead the way. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to insult him. Of course you will. He rummages in his pockets for something. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant. With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen, and you are consumed by an unbearable gut-wrenching pain. What did you just do to me? I promised you a special destiny, Angela. It is time to fulfill it. I am being betrayed! I am being betrayed! I am being betrayed! I am being tied up. But apparently only my feet. So do you think Edelthrad is in cahoots with the Whisperers guy? Or do you think that, Or do you... Oh my god, don't kick me! He kicked me. By the right of blood, find out the whereabouts of... Well, I didn't do that. Hold on, let's go to journal. Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the warrant chamber, and for that I need her breathing. Victorov looks down at you. You are back with us, I see. Delightful. You two-faced scum! You are the one behind this mayhem. How perceptive of you, Angela. I'll help you with the next insight. I need your blood. For the blood god, perhaps? You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it from you myself. We are in the anteroom of the warrant chamber. This void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all her power. The sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel. An ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. Okay. Did he, like, have all of his blood switched out? Like, did she not say that he was blood related to her distantly? So if I am the same distantly related to her, in like he is, would I not... What? Right? I don't think they put a gene stealer in me. No. I don't think we're going... I think this is going to be chaos predominantly. Maybe, but you know what? Who knows? Who knows? But I feel like we're definitely leaning on chaos. What is the inbred? What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? I have no intention of helping you. I will help you as long as you spare my life. Will you let me join you? We can take the warrant from Theodora together. Question for you. Do you think that option allows me to double betray him? Or I guess, like, betray him at all? I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe. Maybe I will sneeze. I am really tempted to do number 5. However, I don't know if that is going to send me down the path of heresy, or if I am going to get the opportunity to backstab this mofo. Why are you doing this? Why? Because I am following an order. What is happening on the ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my masters has sent me for. The warrant of trade. What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? On the contrary, the warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind. von Valnickness. The Sentinel refused to submit to me, but you can help. After all, it is what family is for. Okay, so he's definitely going the route of chaos. Because he said the Warp's blessing has raised him, so it's not Tyranids. It's definitely chaos. Also, hello to Hariken Pigeon. One day I'll get it right. And then hello to James. Hello. Oh, well, thank you. It matches the outfit. I have a teal, like a teal bluey black outfit on, and I was like, I'm gonna make it match. So thank you for noticing. I love it. What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for the apostasy, you sordid, wretched grok seed? I don't even know how I am getting this success. Corrosion? Okay, corrosion? Why can't I read this word? Coercion. Coercion. That's how it's pronounced, right? Am I saying it right? I don't know. I am doing this. Something, either your tone or the venomous words, throws Kundred off for a moment. A hateful fury blazes from beneath the mask of a cold professional. Wretched. What do you know about wretchedness, Theodorus Kerr? Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods, it no longer has the power over me. Humanity can rate. I no longer serve mortal kind. Oh my goodness. He hesitates for a second and then produces a strange weapon, a blade without a handle that shimmers blue in the light. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench, von Valnickness, watch as I erase the entire dynasty's chronicles, and I commit the fate of the bloodline into the hands of the war gods. And you, Angela, will be one of the instruments by which I will accomplish this righteous act. Skill checks and dialogue. Willpower. Your character's skill affects the results of their actions. A successful skill check can reveal new information and additional lines in dialogue, as well as influence further events. Skill checks use the characters from the party with the highest value for the applicable ability. Fuck yeah. Got it. I am the only person in my party, I am pretty sure. The blade flashes in the dim light, and a drop of blood appears on your palm. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Oh my god, I love this. I love this. Willpower. Fight the voice in your head. Get out! I am not your puppet. No! My willpower check failed. The voices in your head giggle and mock you desperately. Your desperate outcries. You feel their intrusion influencing... Their intruding influence forcing you to your feet and making you take a step towards the gate, looming in the center of the chamber. I wonder if you actually can not do this, or if that is a tutorial failure because you have to open this gate in order to progress the story. In the gateway arches, you see a cognitor with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient obedient automaton created from the lobotomized human being. The sentinels turn its head towards you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with the two ember-like irises. I'm going to look for anything that could be used as a weapon, because I don't want to open this for them, and I'm not going to be using tech skill to aid him in getting in here faster. You look around in hopes to find at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber's anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight. I'm gonna look back at it now, or should I just do this? I'm just gonna do this. I failed! You look over at the cognitor. There is a little chance that you will be able to discern anything about its design. Like any other sacred machine in the Imperium, this is a relic. This relic is specially... Holy shit. This relic is the specialty of the machine cult of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know why I struggled with that sentence, but I did. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with the drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor, so it's like the mummy in the 1999 The Mummy film. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vivid screen to the right of yours lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that fill your head after Vigatriv wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. I wonder if I'm now going to be dealing with, like, a demon the entire game. I'm going to examine the Sentinel. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you're used to. Copper threads stitched into its skin, the joints are replaced by metal hinges. It seems that the creators of this Sentinel did everything so that the results of their work serve much longer than an ordinary working automaton. I'm gonna look back. Did you forget something, Angelus? I suggest you hurry. Alright, fine, I guess I have to place my hand in the damn thing. The Sentinel's jaw clamps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall onto the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vivid screen of the cognitor flickers. Several long minutes pass, the Sentinel's jaw remains closed, and you begin to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened. High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance? You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel? The cognitor? Is it the figment of your weary mind? Whatever it is, you can clearly hear every word. High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance? Yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm. Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol. I'm sorry, what? I think the servitor's helping me. The War Chamber has opened its doors for the Dynasty heir. It's time to make this... Okay. The enormous gate matches the importance of the things that have protected. Massive doors are made heavy and impregnable. Oh my god. They're using really big words in here, and have you noticed that I'm struggling on, like, all of them? I really don't feel like I should be in here. However, I did absolutely destroy that asshole who stabbed me. So, we're just gonna come up here, and we're gonna... Oh, look. It's huge. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer... Hold on. Hold on. God, you're going too fast. Hold on. To triumph the nightmares unhold by reins of fate, to walk steadily the roads of the throne. Am I becoming the rogue trader? Am I superseding? Oh my god, am I superseding my rogue trader? The server skulls creak loudly. I didn't get to read any of that. I didn't get to read any of that. Where's my... Okay. Owlcat Games. Some of us read slowly. Please well, either allow me to read that later or slow that text down because I did not have time to read it all. Is possibly because I'm reading it aloud and that takes more time, but like, god damn it. The server skull creaking gradually turns into incomprehensible words. Escort the child of the house to safety. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me? I need to contact somebody, preferably Theodora. I need a weapon. I am utterly defenseless. What madness is happening here? Who are you and who addresses me? Box skull. Temporary obnulation? Following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by. Are you the Warrant Sentinel? Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by. I need to contact somebody, preferably Theodora. Vox cast frequencies disrupted. Initial setup. Establishing connection. In place of the mechanized screeching, the Servo Skull's Vox projects the voice of Theodora von Valnictus, distorted and ridden with static, yet still recognizable beyond a doubt. Vox Master, restore the communications with the Navigator Sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head. Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection. Okay, I need a weapon. Do I not have my gun anymore? Did he take my gun? I hadn't realized he took my gun. What's in the Mountain Dew bottle? Mountain Dew? It's Mountain Dew. It's just Mountain Dew. That is my drug of choice. Is Mountain Dew. It's caffeine. It's what I live on. All right. I just can't read and I'm tired because I've been going for 3 hours now. Two and a half hours. We're at 3 p.m. That's why I thought it was 3 hours. The Vox Skull says, middle of the upper decks, assuming the probability of safe placement in the areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. The Servo Skull twitches and makes a few clicks. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received orders immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured. Can I look at this again? To be the paragon of humanity on broken adversities, to walk... Okay. Am I going through... Am I... Okay, I think I just... Oop, hold on. I think I went into it again. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening. Can I move? I don't want to click it. How do I secure it? Triumph over the nightmares of hold. Okay, I'm done. Please move. Good lord. Okay. Let's check our journal. What do we need to do? Nobody must reach the warrant. A simple order of the Sentinel Cognitor will lock the chamber. Okay. Rogue Trader Theodora has desired a personal meet. We've already done that. Or maybe we're still in progress for that one. Okay. Is there literally anything I can do here? No. My character has spoken for the first time. We did give her a voice. Holy, they're on fire.
I won't tolerate this.
Okay. Can I do this? Seal the warrant chamber. Okay. I did it! I sealed the big door. I have secured the warrant. Okay. Aberlard. Seneschal Aberlard Wernsarian has lost some of his former polish. His forehead is sweating and one of the sleeves of his coat is torn and soaked through with blood. Nonetheless, despite his heavy breathing, he stands firm and his gaze is demanding, albeit somewhat surprised. Mistress Angela, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... He surveys the carnage around him. His brow furrows and he places a hand on his weapon. Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this? Conrad Vogelt is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here. The Seneschal's eyes widen. What? He intended to take revenge on Theodora for an old grudge and become the rogue trader himself. He spoke of defiling the warrant with some ritual serving the gods of the war. I'm going to say that. Serving The gods of the warp. Conrad is a heretic? I mean, he's got the name Conrad. I feel like that, like, I feel like this should not be that surprising. I don't know. I just feel like that sounds like a heretical name. Oh, Bigotriv, you void rat. Abelard strikes his head. Madness! What is this mutiny? And this mutiny is likewise his doing, no doubt. Vigorous ultimately admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny. Unquestionably. Groxseed! I'm sorry, what? A large half-domestic reptile, widespread in the Imperium. Grox are the common breed of livestock or beasts of burden. Why are we talking about lizard cum? That's a weird... I've loved the exclamations. They have been outrageous in this game so far. Like, people who worked on this game and did the writing have come up with some glorious insults. I love the writing of this game so far. I love the fact that I love that we have a exclamation that says Groxseed, and then it just literally talks about this thing being a beast of burden, which means it is, like... This game is fantastic. Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal all passages between the deck was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to the other levels. Now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive and now safe. Mistress Angela, alas, I doubt we can afford to look for the compartment to sit out this disaster. Well, yeah, no shit, we gotta go fight things. Abelard examines you critically. You are in a bad way, Angela. I can treat your wounds. Am I in a bad way? Did I get hit? Did I get hit? Oh, I got stabbed. I got stabbed with a knife. I think that's fine. I think it was just my palm, wasn't it? I have Medicaid with me, and for the love of the throne, now is not the time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here. Oh my god, a weapon. I've got a las gun, a flak chest plate, and a medikit. Oh my god, we finally have stuff. After falling into a trap or receiving damage that exceeds 50% of their total wounds within one round, the character receives injuries. Injuries reduce a character's stats, and if 3 or more injuries accumulates, the character will get trauma instead of stacked injuries. The number of injuries that cause trauma may vary depending on the difficulty of the game you chose. Okay. Also, characters get trauma if they completely lose their health in a battle. Traumas reduce character stats and grant additional negative effects. If fresh injuries are not treated within 5 rounds, they will become old injuries. Use medikits to restore wounds and heal injuries in and out of combat. Okay, that makes sense. Pretty straightforward. After the combat, the wounds of all members of the party are restored automatically, but the received injuries remain. They can be cured with the use of a medikit. Old injuries can also be removed with a medikit, but require additional Medicaid checks. Traumas can only be healed by the Rogue Trader's Quarter in the voice ship. Okay, so we want to avoid traumas as much as possible. I did get yoinked with a shiv, you're right. Alright, I've now received some items. To open the inventory, press I. Or click on the bag icon to the right-hand side of the screen. I wasn't finished reading that, but fine. To equip new weapons, open the inventory. Oh, it's just showing it to me now. To view priorities of an item, hover over the icon and wait for the information tool tip to appear. You can also click RMB, right mouse button on the weapon icon, and then click left mouse button on the info display. Okay. He did in fact take my gun. What a brick. What a dick. Am I actually injured? Where are my stats? Where's my health? Resolve. Dodge. Okay. My base dodge. Here's my armor. Well, in order to increase that, let's go ahead and put that there. Now we have 25% armor. Are you guys seeing health? Like, I'm not seeing health. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. It's literally under my portrait. It's called wounds. I should have known that. It is 40k. I am totally fine. I have 19 of 19. I do not need this. Why did he... I am not injured. Sir, I was fine. I handled myself immense. Oh, I have a party member! That's not what I want. I want C. I don't feel nearly as bad. He is about on point with me skill-wise. So, I think we're doing fine. He is benevolitary, though. Belief in the value of human life and freedom. Faith in the power of good will... Oh my god. Faith in the power of good will, capable of overcoming... Of goodwill. Okay, goodwill is in, like, Goodwill Hunting. Capable of overcoming the horrors and dangers of the universe without artificial prohibitions. The desire to seek a common language and compromise instead of uncompromising destruction. Okay, so he is a good boy. He is a good boy. Look at his lovely armor. He is majestic. What a lovely portrait. He is only level 1. What level am I? Am I also level 1? I am also level 1. Wonderful. Okay, well... I just want to see slightly where the next section is, but I do think we're going to wrap things up here shortly, because I've been going for quite a while, and honestly, I just feel like my reading ability is slowly degrading. It sounds like I can only heal trauma on the ships, yes. Now, I don't know if we're going to get other locations later on as we are traveling around where we'll also be able to heal trauma. Like, perhaps there will be buildings or facilities when we go to planets that, you know, are a medical facility, and therefore we can possibly heal trauma there as well. But for right now, it does seem like the only place currently is to do it in the quarters of the Rogue Trader. Do you guys notice that we have our little Vox Skull still running around with us? He is adorable. I just want to come over here and, like, look around. I cannot go further that way. I cannot go either that way? Okay, fine. I will find my party member, and we will, I guess, exit through this door. Throne's Grace, where are you going? Until we bandage your wounds, and you take up arms, I, with all due respect of the heir of the Lady Theater, will not let you out. Oh my god. Dude, I don't need healing! Fine. Like, am I crazy? I swear I don't need healing. Use. Okay, I have now tried to use it.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I have equipped... Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, hold on. What am I doing wrong? The abduction has taken its toll on the heir. Seneschal Evans has offered medical assistance. Accepting would be a wise choice. Do I need to talk to you?
I am at your service.
We must act.
The Emperor's will.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Did you notice that the minute I clicked on him to activate him, he sighed? He didn't want me, like, making him walk around. What a rude dude. He's not, actually. I actually really like this character. How do I heal myself? Because I thought I just, like... I can't. I'm not injured, bro. Oh, I have an old wound. An injury which that wasn't healed in time, can be healed with a medikit. Okay. Do I have... Okay. Use?
Not my specialty.
Not my specialty. Understood. Hold on. Use?
I'm not interested.
I don't understand how I'm supposed to use this. Okay. What if I put this here? And then what if I go to him?
Your seneschal is always there.
And what if I hit 2?
Victory is imminent.
How can I trust someone like you?
Note to self. Friendly fire exists in this game, and I just whacked myself. Fuck. Okay, well now, you know what? Oh shit, wait, I think I did use... Wait. Wait.
They say a little bit of humility never hurt anyone.
Okay, I am so confused. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this here.
At every step.
Why can't I equip?
I don't have time for this.
I am so confused by how I'm supposed to heal. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go into E for tutorial? No. Journal, maybe? Okay, yes, but how? How do I accept... Has offered medical assistance. It would be white. Okay, but how do I use his medical assistance?
Follow my lead.
I cannot... I can change to him.
Your treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Let me help.
Okay, I think I did it this time.
Well.
So, for some reason, when I hit 1... Oh my god. I realized what I was doing, and I am a fool. I was trying to find the tutorial again, and I don't know where that went to. I think it's over here, actually. Cargo, void ship, map, journal, characters. I don't know where the tutorial is. Maybe it's this. No, that's an inspect. Okay, so what it was, I'm a fool. What it was is it's not 1. You see how on, okay, you see right there, there's like a little 1. I thought that meant that I was hitting 1 to do that. What I accidentally did was I activated my, apparently, chain axe. And I axed myself. But now I'm healed. Thankfully, I don't think the friendly fire actually did anything to me because the game is like, please don't do that to yourself. Calm the F down. However, we now, I think, are healed. Listen, the one thing that I'm glad about when it comes to that is at least I hit my character and not hit, like, with him rather than me hitting him, because I feel like that could have been really bad for our, like, relationship. I assume the party members are going to have some sort of, like, relationships and dialogue with each other, and I don't know how much friendly fire is going to affect that, but, yeah. I might be able to, like, I will have to check and see if I can check tutorials again. Okay, but we're healed now. Let me go over to me. I now have no old injury. Cool. Can we please leave?
In my way.
Can I not go this way? Apparently I cannot go that way. Where am I supposed to go then? Because if this is...
Victory awaits!
Victory awaits! Alright, well, apparently I cannot go that direction. I cannot go that direction. Can I go here? Oh, I might actually be able to go this direction.
Aim to the stars.
I see. Can I... Oh, no, I can't get past these things. Okay, I'm confused. Where do I leave? Who yields or falters in their courage will be executed in disgrace of this traitor of the house of the arbiters of the enemies of humanity. Cast aside your doubts if they are an open door to the curse of. Alright, well, that's a turret. Here's a door. Can I not go this way? Oh, I need to find a weapon. Decks during the revolt aren't the safest place. The weapon offered by Seneschal should be kept. Okay, apparently I haven't. It doesn't think that I've equipped my weapon. Even though I'm pretty sure that I have. Where is... My inventory. I have equipped this weapon. What more do you want? Right? Like, you guys see that.
It's about time.
Dexter. Okay, it wants me to. The weapon offered by Seneschal Aberlin should be kept close at hand. I know I have it. Is there something else that I should be equipping? I have nothing else in my inventory. Okay, what if I do that and then do that? Oh, wait, hold on. What if I do that? Do you like that more? Does that... Okay, it thinks I did it this time. So note to self, because this is in beta, I don't know if sequence breaking seems to work, because it definitely did not think that I had equipped that gun, even though I definitely had. So be careful when you're doing that, I guess, if you're playing this, if you're trying out the beta and everything. That is a noticeable improvement, Angela. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. Excellent! The lower decks are teeming with heretics, integrating the rabble of the revolt, but that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle deck is much worse. Although strike teams have already been dispatched, all the communications with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So apart from the scattered vox casts, we have no information to go on. Well, that sounds dramatic. But that is... Thank goodness we were standing in a place where no rubble landed on us. But that is not the worst of it all. He pauses when the lights flickers yet again. All these jolts and shakings are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. In the worst case, they have already lost control of the process, and we all have very precious few moments left to live. In the best case, if we manage to reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation, some aboard the vessel may yet survive. Alright, we're gonna... Basically, my plan is, folks, we're going to get through this dialogue, and then I'm gonna go ahead and call it, because I have been going for 2.5 hours now. I am a little bit tired, and I just think I need to take a little bit of a break after this. But we're definitely gonna be coming back to this if you enjoyed it, because I'm really liking this. I'm enjoying Road Trader. I don't know if it is the greatest thing to watch stream-wise, because it is a lot of me just reading to you all. But do let me know if you are enjoying this, if you want to see more of Rogue Trader being played by me, especially once the game is officially out. I'm absolutely willing to keep messing around in the beta, but this is definitely something I'm going to be coming back to very heavily once the game is fully released and it's got all the stuff in it. Because I'm really looking forward to seeing everything that they add into this game. Chrome, thank you for hanging out with me for a little while. I will definitely be enjoying the rest of my day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day as well. Okay. What exactly is going on with the translation? I am no helmsman or God Emperor Preserve Me navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drive, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Gellerfield has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption, or is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. Because navigators have a tough life, guys. Definitely have a tough life. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we will not have long to live in that scenario. That's not true. There have been plenty of instances of ships coming back out of the warp just hundreds of years later, and we're all the same age. So, you know what? This could be some cool time travel moments for us, guys. It's fine. But, even so, I do not intend to resign myself to such an outcome yet. How did you come find me? He tilts his head and looks at you with worry. You sent me a Vox message, specifically a Vox cast of the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. Do you...
Put him up.
Oh no. I know you're hungry. I'm almost finished. I will feed you momentarily. I'm so sorry, little fluffy boy. I know. I hear your little whines. I've got to get through just this dialogue, and then I will feed you. Don't worry. He's a spaceship. My cat is a spaceship. Could you imagine? It's like Ryooki? Yeah, Ryooki. I would love to have a Ryooki. I would also love to have a void ship. Someone get me a void ship. You sent me a Vox message. Okay. Did you not mean to say... I think the Warrant Sentinel may have sent that message. It appears when I open the chamber. Warrant Sentinel? He looks at the servo skull floating next to you. The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side once or twice when she did. I did not see anything of the sort. Am I the true rogue trader all along? The Warrant Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did it not happen when Lady Theodora did the same? He frowns. What can we expect to find in the Navigator's Sanctorum? During the warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in the course of charting process. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum has to be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutation, and death. Albert does not bat an eye as he lists all the horrors that you are about to face. That's because he has lived in the 41st millennium, and he gives no fucks anymore because he's seen it all. I heard one of Theodora's Voxcasts. Lady Theodora, which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well and safely in charge of the ship's defenses. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course. The Navigator's Sanctum, very well. Will you lead the way? For the Imperium and humanity. Lead the way, Seneschal! Okay, we need to read. He nods, and we're going. Okay. We now need to reach the Navigator's Sanctum. We're going to continue. The wave of static suddenly erupts from the servo skull, and you can make out Theodora's words through the noise. To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared! Seneschal's eyes light up, and he smiles with grim determination. The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmissions, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onwards! And with that, we've ended our dialogue. Oh, fuck.
The Emperor is with us.
I'll turn you into
Combats begin with the 0 round. During this round, we were going to end, but we're thrown into combat. So as soon as combat's over, then we'll probably end, as long as we don't get another gosh darn tutorial. Oh my god, my ship is about to get overrun by huge angry cats. It is. Okay, we gotta do this fast so that my little boy does not starve and meow too much. Alright, let me read this though, because this seems like it might make sense, but I just want to double check. So, during this round, characters cannot attack or take other actions, but they can take advantageous positions. During the 0 round, you can move each character in your party up to a maximum MP, but no closer than 1 cell to the opponent. The distance may vary in different combats. The deployment round will not be available if you are ambushed by enemies, which is why we hadn't seen it prior. Click left mouse button on a character and then move them around. Okay. Or once you place all characters, hit start battle. Understood. So, we are here. Let's get him. What do you have, actually? C? Features. You have a charge, so you have a melee weapon. And brace for impact. Okay, you're melee. I'm gonna have him go here. And I'm gonna have myself go over here. Here. Alright, let's start this battle. I guess I maybe should have faced the other way. Alright, melee weapons make it possible for the enemies with ranged weapons to attack at close range, unless... Okay, that makes sense. You can also make an area attack with a melee weapon. It will hit all creatures that are in the area. In fact, the character in range of the area attack will try to avoid it and automatically dodge and parry. Dodge and parry checks. I think there was a D missing there. The damage of the area attacked made by the melee weapons depends on the parameters of the weapon and the character's strength characteristic. That does in fact make sense. So, what is the difference here? 14 and 18. 14 and 18. Penetration 10. Penetration 10. One creature within 1 cell radius. All creatures. Okay, so here's the difference. Our number 2 is our area effect. And how many does this hit? Okay, he's only 1, so we're just... Alright, he is dead. Can I move? Can I move you? Nope. I apparently cannot move him. Brace for impact. For 1 round, the Navy officer and their allies in a 3-cell radius gain +2 deflection for any doctrine taken by the Navy officer. They also cannot... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and not do that until... I'm going to do that next round. What is this? Charge. The fighter moves in a straight line and strikes the target. Ooh. There must be at least 2 free cells between the fighter and the target. Do you think going over the fire is gonna fuck me over? I'm gonna do this. Alright, I've gotten rid of him. I'm not gonna do that yet, so let's go ahead and end his turn. Action points. The action points used to perform attacks and abilities in combat. Their amounts are displayed on the ability bar at the bottom of the screen, down here. Each attack or ability requires a certain AP cost. At the start of each turn, the character is restored to maximum value. The higher the character's doctrine level, the more AP they have. That makes sense. Combat abilities of the characters differ depending on their class and your choice during the level up phase. The available abilities are located at the bottom of the screen. Okay, we've done that, I think, already. During your adventures, your characters will gain new abilities and skills. That makes sense. Okie dokie. Artichoke, let's go ahead and... Oh my gosh, what is this? Burst fire. Well, I want to come stand next to... I'm gonna go here.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
And then I'm going to... Got it. Alright, let's just take him out. I missed. Oh my god, you suck. Angela, why?
Absolutely not.
F1.
That's my specialty.
Why can't I use this? Maybe because I'll blow myself up? Is that what it is? I'm gonna do that. And then, oh boy. I just want to see what this looks like. Oh yeah! Okay, well if they had been closer, that would have been much more valuable. Combine arms. This is the...
Already done.
Alright, we've done that. I'm gonna end my turn. Yeah, I got a miss. That's fine. Whoa! How dare you slash at me, sir? I'm so bad at this. No! Oh god, I slashed. I got 2 damage. How many health do I have? What is my health at? Wild misses. Okay. First things first. Let's get him here.
I've seen worse battles than this.
Brace
in
for
my
impact.
time.
I think we both did that. He is now going to... He still cannot do a sweep. Okay, positioning is going to be a thing I need to learn. Positioning is going to be a thing that I need to learn. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to do my charge.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
What? Have I spent all my movement points? Is that what happened? I think I have. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, let's not do that then. Let's just end this turn. Cool. I am now gonna... Nope, they're gonna get... Nope. Never mind. I don't want to do that. Screw that. What if I do this? Will this hit me? I don't want to...
Oh,
Alright, I don't actually want to use that, so what I want to do... Please unput that. Can I not attack? Do I not have AP? What is this? Action points. I have 3 action points. Why can I not do anything? Oh, I think I need to move first. Maybe that's what it is.
Ahead.
Okay, now can
I
I...
don't have time for this.
This ability cannot be used when near... Oh, when I'm nearing enemy. Okay, well, then, fuck it. Fuck it.
I'll live another day.
I'm killing both of them. I didn't kill both of them. Well, I thought I was going to kill both of them. Let's just do this.
Suits my purpose.
Holy shit! Okay.
Was your biggest mistake.
That's good to know. I don't know if they actually told me that, but we got over penetration with the last gun, and it went through to this other boy, which is fantastic. Go ahead and end our turn. We just have this one dude left. I did take some damage, but it's not too bad. I'm going to charge. Yes! Experience points. By exploring the world, defeating opponents, completing quests, your characters gain experience points and need to level up. At each level, new ability, talents, improved skills, and characteristics become available to the player. Companions receive XP and new levels in the same rate as your characters, even if they are not in the party at the moment. That is fantastic. That means everybody's going to scale together, and you're not going to be stuck with a bunch of characters who are lower level, and then you have to, like, boost them up yourself. I actually really like that. You can manually level up your companions or choose automatic character development. Honestly, I also like that option. Sick. I can finally loot! I would like to take all of it.
Follow my lead.
I can finally loot things. That's so good. Okay. Alright, we've both leveled up. I think that's what this means, right? 1 level available. Upgrade Marksman Doctrine. I could become an assassin, a vanguard, or a hunter. Okay, Marksman is a master of all ranged weapons, capable of quickly getting to an advantageous position and merciless raining of fire on enemies. I see. Okay. So I have this. What is this? Choose ability. Okay, so this is the ability that I have. I've unlocked, I'm guessing, these. You should select a feature to continue leveling up. I see. So I get to do both of these. Is that what this is telling me? I think that's what this is telling me. Okay. I am, in fact, tempted to go ahead and go with just their recommendations, because I don't know the system super well. I haven't used my explosives yet. This skill encompasses a subconscious ability to react to things that conscious mind may not perceive. It allows notice of threats such as ambushes, traps, and cleverly hidden objects. I'm going to go ahead and buff awareness. I feel like demolitions could be valuable because being able to explode things more does sound great. But I haven't actually been using my explosives that much. So I'm going to go for awareness. Because I think awareness is going to just be better. I could go for Medicate so I could actually heal myself a bit more, but I'm gonna do this. And then here we can either dash. The marksman immediately dashes in a selected direction, spending all movement points. Does not provoke attacks of opportunity. That is nice. Allows to dash through allies and enemies, but not through obstacles. And I can do that once per turn. Controlled shot. The marksman gives a sign that they are going to shoot. The marksman and their allies will automatically dodge the next marksman's shot. The marksman gives a sign that they are going to shoot. The marksman and their allies will automatically dodge the next marksman's shot. Am I just being dumb here? Why... I'm not shooting at my allies or myself. Is that supposed to say the next enemy's shot? Not the next marksman's shot? Because I am the marksman? I think that has a typo. I think. The marksman's gains. Alright, Revel and Slaughter. This is a 1 AP cost. It's personal. It gives me a +10 ballistic skill. It gives me +5 +2 times agility bonus, critical hit damage. Till the end of the combat, the ability is available for killing 3 enemies. The kill counter is not reset between rounds. So I would not... So I would need to kill 3 people before being able to activate this, if that's what that is saying. I'm gonna go for dash first. I'm assuming I will be able to take these other things later. Oh, that's a minus 30 ballistic skill penalty? This is not in the move. Okay, well that's kind of nice, I guess. Next marksman shot costs 1 AP. Oh, that's the offhand shot. What is rapid fire? Double rate of fire, but 25% less damage. Okay, so if I really want to throw out a lot of bullets, but I'm not really worried about either killing things or if they're all already damaged so far, this would be maybe a good way to do that. Works only with weapons capable of burst fire. I assume the las gun is capable of burst fire, because I think that's what we were doing already. And then ready go is the immediately spends all AP and MP, gaining 30% bonus to cover efficiency. Next time the marksman uses shoot on the run, they gain all the spent action points and movement points back plus 1 additional AP. The reset to the cooldown of all marksman abilities except for shot on the run. That seems pretty good, actually. That seems pretty darn good as well. I still am thinking I'm gonna go with dash. It does sound a little confusing, right? But I think I've grokked it. I think it's just a typo. I think it's meant to say enemies next shot, because like I know there's friendly fire in this, but that doesn't make sense. Okay, so I'm gonna go with dash. Apply selections. Cool. I'm gonna level him up next time, because I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. I just wanted to at least look at 1 level up with you guys before we left. Going here, it does also look like we can choose one of these. So let's take a look at these real quick. Assassins are masters of finding and executing high-priority targets through the means of necessary, capable of finding and exploiting any gaps in the enemy defenses. Focal point, high damage, dodge and dodge penetration, boss killing, hit and run. Vanguard is an unstoppable beacon. This focal points are frontline leader, defensive support, temporary wounds, receiving attacks, and attack redirection. So tank, DPS, or I guess dodge, like survivability and boss killing. And then hunter is critical hits, defense, reputation, high priority target killing, and repositioning. Honestly, I'm leaning towards assassin or hunter. I'm not going to pick one of those yet, because I don't know what this is going to do quite yet. But I'll look into that a little bit more. But I want to at least look at the icons and everything. I'm loving this. I think this is fantastic. Like I said earlier, if you guys are watching this as a video on demand later, and let me know in the comments whether or not you want to see me play more of this. I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, I'm not really sure if it's super fun to watch specifically, because it's a lot of me reading to you, but I am enjoying it, so I would be happy to do more, and I think it'd be really cool. So let me know what you guys think, both down in the comments. I saw some of you in chat saying that you definitely wanted to see more of this, so that is good to know. Like I said, also, just let me know in the comments. And in the meantime, we will be back on Tuesday with another live stream, as well as another hobby news episode, so you guys can be looking forward to that. If you have not already, please do go check out the video that I put out on Friday. It's all about how you can use Lego as wargaming terrain, and we put a lot of effort into it, so thank you for watching it for those of you that have, and for those of you that have not, please go do so. It would mean the world to me. And if you do enjoy it, maybe leave it a comment, give it a like, really just engage with it in any way possible, and that will make me very, very happy. I have been Angela. Thank you guys for being here, for hanging out with me. I'm going to go feed my cats now, because I am sure they are probably driving the Chaos Cultist absolutely up the wall with their meows, because sometimes they just don't want to stop. So I'm going to go take care of that, and I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful hobby night, everybody.